Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Wednesday, October 19th. Now we have quite a bit going on this afternoon and this morning in regarding meetings. At 9:30 this morning we have the GRF Compliance Ad Hoc Committee. That will be in the Sycamore Room. At 1:30 we have the GRF Finance Committee meeting, and that will be in the Sycamore Room. And then at 5 o'clock this afternoon is the third new resident orientation. Now, if you would like to participate with that, please RSVP to info@lagunawoodsvillage.com. All right, on our show today, we have Marcia Gatlin on behalf of Recreation, and she's going to tell us about some fantastic upcoming fun things to do. And then we have Jerry Slusowicz, who's here on behalf of Pacific Financial Planners. And again, always great information in this volatile, crazy world of investing. So we'll have him on just after the break. All right, let's take a look at our weather. Speaking of crazy, we've got some crazy weather. Very warm today. We are looking at the high of 92 with an overnight of 68, and then it drops down about 10 degrees tomorrow, 82-65. Then even further lower, 77-65, nice and cool and a bit cloudy, 71-60 on Saturday, and then Sunday breezy with a 72-59. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:59, and our sunset will be at 6:12. Now we have a very important information for you. Tomorrow is the shakeout, the great shakeout. It will begin at 10:20 in the morning, and we do this because we want to make sure that we understand drop, cover, and hold on if there is a major earthquake. Now, if you have any questions about disaster preparedness or in regards to the shakeout, you can always call our Disaster Preparedness Task Force at 949-597-4237. But if you want more information about the shakeout or to register for additional information, you can go to shakeout.org. All right, when we come back, we will have Marcia with Recreation, so stick around.
At Genesis Medical Center, our goal is to treat chronic conditions with a traditional and holistic approach to get the best results. We created a program we call Diabetes Reversal, targeting people with prediabetes and chronic diabetes. The patient is closely and personally monitored. We check parameters, blood sugar monitoring, A1C, cholesterol, high blood pressure, and weight. We offer natural supplements, and we will hopefully decrease the amount of medications you're currently taking. We teach lifestyle modifications, increase confidence, and control the disease.
Dr. Vyas and the OCI Care staff believe in one-on-one care and the patient-physician relationship.
OCI Care was absolutely the most wonderful place I've ever been to as far as being taken care of.
The staff was very friendly and I felt very welcomed and relaxed.
How did I feel about Dr. Vyas? The man is very gentle, he is very caring, and totally involved with detail.
The California Attorney General, Ron Bonta, issued a consumer alert on hearing aids sold over the counter or online. Quote, while hearing aids sold online or over the counter may appear to be more cost effective than traditional hearing aids, they may not properly address your particular hearing loss needs, or they may be outright scams. He goes on to say, get checked by a licensed hearing professional and beware of misleading claims. Call Advanced Ear Care today for answers on over-the-counter hearing aids and options. Tell them Stewart sent you.
Time to play by your own rules. It's out with the old way of getting older and in with the new age of celebrating your age. At Alignment Health, senior health care is all we do. Our Medicare Advantage plans are leading the charge, so you can be the one in charge.
I love being in charge.
Because life should be a celebration, not a resignation. Welcome to a new era of aging. Alignment Health Plan.
back. As I mentioned, we have Marcia here on behalf of the Recreation Department. Well, hello, how are you?
I'm doing well, Lisa. I'm so grateful to be here to provide an update. Thank you, as always, for the opportunity.
You're welcome, and I know you guys have lots of activities that are coming up. You've had a bunch of activities.
Yeah.
You're just constantly providing the villagers so many fun things to do.
Yeah, and you know, it's a busy time of year with back-to-back holidays for the last 3 months of this year, so we're just so excited to give people a chance to just come out and celebrate with their friends and family.
Exactly, and I know people are very excited about doing that because, you know, we were cooped up for so long and now everybody's so excited about getting back together with their friends and families. So we'll start off with, you have a Village Bazaar that's coming up.
Yes, the Village Bazaar is back at Clubhouse 5, and that's actually going to be this Saturday. This Saturday.
Gosh, already?
Yes, indoors from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So this is what I would like to call, it's like the Village Garage Sale almost. You're going to find all kinds of different items, whether it's housewares, whether it's like unique vintage costume pieces. There's jewelry, some of it is handmade, so you'll never know what you'll find. So it's always fun to go down there, browse, bring your friends, see what kind of interesting things you'll find.
So this is Clubhouse 5 Main Lounge, and I know you mentioned it's mostly inside,
yes,
but you still have quite a few vendors from all different kinds of things.
Yeah, all different kinds of things. So I know that in the past, there was like a bunch of old video games, for example, that somebody found, and that was like their thing that they loved. All kinds of like unique books. I mean, really, you name it.
Yeah.
Kind of like a flea market situation.
Okay, all right, excellent. Well, that's wonderful, and that'll be fun. I can't believe it's already this Saturday. Okay, then you guys are kicking off Halloween a little early.
Yes, also this weekend, also on Saturday at the Equestrian Center. So this is the hoedown. This is a really great opportunity for the grandkids to come out. So many specific activities for the grandkids, such as trick-or-treating, which is at no cost. There will be a very small fee for the petting zoo to see the animals. I know last time there were baby goats, so I can't guarantee any babies this time.
I love those.
But there's going to be all kinds of cute animals there. And then, of course, there's food trucks to enjoy dinner at a price. And then enjoy the music by JB South.
Cool. Yeah, I know you guys originally had somebody else, but that didn't work out. So you have JB South now.
A little bit of a change, yes.
Yeah, but the same kind of country flair, right?
Exactly. Okay. Same type of hoedown music.
Excellent, excellent. All right, super fun. And then you have an Oktoberfest, which is coming right up also.
Yes, coming up. I think this is next Monday.
Yeah.
So it'll be Clubhouse 5 p.m. and tickets are available for $25, and then drinks will be available for purchase as well. So all of the traditional Oktoberfest food. If that's your cup of tea, then please come out and enjoy. It's going to be all the stuff, the sauerkraut, the bratwursts, the mashed potatoes, and then of course some German chocolate cake.
Nice. Now the GRF No Host Bar, is that going to be a full bar or just beer and wine?
Yes, I believe it's going to be a full bar at a cost.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Good. And one other one you've got, or two others actually. You're just going right down the line.
That's right. So now we're into November. So this is November 5th. The Bonanza is back at Clubhouse 4. Okay. So what's unique about this event is that those who may or may not be familiar with Clubhouse 4, there are so many different types of workshops there, from ceramics to woodworking to sewing. And this event specifically gives those artists at those workshops a chance to showcase their pieces. Folks can see their pieces and purchase them.
Okay.
So it's a great situation for the artists and for the people who want really unique and one-of-a-kind pieces.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And there's so many skilled and talented artists that work out of those workshops. It's really incredible, the work that they produce.
Oh, I would agree with you there. There's a number of paintings that we have in our facility here in the Community Services Building on the 3rd floor. Actually, all floors have displays of some of those amazing artists. So.
Yeah, so beautiful. So it's going to be all day Saturday, November 5th, starts at 9 a.m., goes until 4 p.m., and there's no charge to get to the event. Of course, have your money ready to purchase from whatever artist that you like.
Okay, yeah, most likely they don't have Venmo or Square or some of those other things, so pay cash.
Yes, and then also it's Sunday, November 6th, so it's the whole weekend, both Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, it is.
Sunday's times are from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay, great, and the other one is 9 to 4. That is very nice, excellent. And then one last one, of course, is Thanksgiving, and that, you know, is going to be on the traditional Thursday.
On Thanksgiving Day,
Yeah.
that's right, and it's at 2 clubhouses this year. Normally we just host it at 1 clubhouse.
Okay.
I think to expand the opportunity, this one always does sell out. Whether you're a single and you want to have that aspect of community, there is always that option. Join in on a community table. You do not have to celebrate the holiday alone. Or whether you have your big family and maybe you don't want to cook.
Yeah.
So it really does accommodate everybody. And we are hosting it at 2 clubhouses this year to be able to accommodate even more people. So the menu is the same at both clubhouses. The price is the same at both clubhouses, $27 for adults and $13.50 for children.
That's a great deal. If someone wanted to request, okay, no, I would like to be in Clubhouse 2 or Clubhouse 5, is that how it will work, or will you fill up Clubhouse 2 and then go to Clubhouse 5?
No, it will be per clubhouse. So you will contact whichever clubhouse directly that you want to go at, and you would buy your tickets directly from that clubhouse.
And they'll be able to sit together with people if they say, hey, I need a table for 8.
Exactly, yes.
Okay,
you will get your
perfect.
own private table for your party, and then there is the option of a community table for those who may be single and who want to be able to sit with others.
I love that. Well, thank you. Those are always great activities you guys do. Like you said, fun-filled for the next 2 months, and then you start, you know, December, and then January. I know you have a New Year's Eve party we'll talk about later as the months come. So thank you for the information. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Lisa.
And remember, as Marcia said, the Thanksgiving one does sell out, but 2 clubhouses this time. So I would call right away, or you can email recreation@vmsinc.org. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Rhonda Plains. I'm from Fullerton, California. I absolutely love Dr. V. I am very happy to drive from Fullerton to Laguna Woods. I was having an issue with my vision. There was strobe light going off in my eye. Dr. Vias was able to get me in to see him the next day. Once I met him and he diagnosed the problem with my eye, I felt very comfortable with him, and I'm just really happy that I found him.
Welcome to Balbina's Mexican Restaurant. Stop by and experience the most authentic Mexican food in the region. We are serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have a very extensive Mexican wine list from Valle de Guadalupe and the center of Mexico. Visit us for breakfast and lunch from 8 in the morning to 2 p.m. and for dinner from 5 to 9 p.m. Stop by on Wednesdays and enjoy with half off on all of our wines.
Now at LA Carpet & More, you can transform your old bath into a new walk-in bathtub or shower in as little as 2 days. Plus, save 50% off and get 5 years 0% financing. It's easy, affordable, and fast. With 35 years in business and serving over 300,000 satisfied customers. Call 800-684-4100 for an appointment or visit one of our showrooms.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
Life, a series of moments. A touch, a look, a laugh. Successful people. It might not be superior imagination. It just might be superior retirement planning. Imagine what's next. Plan today, own tomorrow.
We have Jerry here with what we hoped his crystal ball with Pacific Financial Planners. How are you?
Great, Lisa. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Now, I know, we know you don't have a crystal ball, but you've been investing for a really long time. So what better person to have right here to help us understand this crazy market. Now, one thing I wanted to just touch on is something we were talking about beforehand, is how you got started in finance.
Well, I don't know why. I had a really strong interest when I was a teenager. My dad had some stocks, and I remember I went to his financial advisor with him, I don't know, but maybe not even a teenager, and there was a stock that he bought at 10, and then he bought more at 5 because the guy said double down, and then he bought more at 2, and I went with him when the stock went to 0. And I heard my dad say, you know, I lost all my money. And I learned never average down, even if it's Tesla. So just never throw good money after bad. Yeah. And then I started following some of the automotive companies back in Michigan, and in college, a chemistry professor was over at our house, lived with a bunch of guys for dinner one night, and he started talking about how he was a stock trader, and he gave me an independent study my junior year in college on trading stocks. And I was getting student loans and grants and all that sort of stuff because I was self-supportive through college.
Right.
And I ended up having about $50,000 when I graduated college. I wasn't the poor college student because I was trading stocks coming out of the early 80s, really bad recession. Yeah. And today's kind of a big anniversary too. I was in the business 35 years ago. 35 years ago today was the crash of 1987.
Oh, wow.
It was known as Black Monday because it was down 22%.
Yeah.
But you know, that year, 1987, the market was only down 22% on the year by the end of the year because it was up so much prior to the crash. We're down further than that today. So.
I was going to say, it seems kind of similar what you're saying, and of course lots of people have questions about why is it so bad, and a lot of people say it's the administration, or they say it's the gas, or it's, you know, high price of, you know, the inflation. I mean, what actually contributes to this kind of volatility?
Well, you're right, Lisa. All those things contribute to that. I mean, obviously, you know, the war in Ukraine, the gas prices, you know, the economy. We've been printing money for over a decade. Since 2008, they called it quantitative easing. So anytime there was an issue, the Federal Reserve Bank just kind of created money out of thin air and had everybody's back. But now the debt's so high, 31 trillion, there's a reckoning. And that reckoning is really seen in the bond market. It's the worst bond market ever in history. And, you know, what does that mean? Well, interest rates have gone up. People go, well, why does that matter? Another term for interest rates, Lisa, is the cost of money, what you pay to borrow. Now, hopefully most of the seniors, you know, are retired with no debt, but the world doesn't run on that. The world runs on debt. Businesses, individuals, when you buy a home, buy a car, if it's a business expanding, they borrow the money at one rate and hope to create productivity to pay that back and still make a profit. Well, you know, I've got a chart up, I think, that shows that interest rates a year ago were 1.3% on the 10-year Treasury. Now they're over 4%. So you say, oh gosh, okay, so they're up, you know, almost 3%. No, they're up almost 300%. Over 200% is your cost of money. If you're borrowing a home right now, borrowing to buy a home, your mortgage is 7.1%, and it was 3%. So putting that in dollars, if you needed to borrow, let's say $1 million, it was $1 million home, what used to cost $30,000 a year to borrow, just in borrowing costs, is now $71,000 a year in borrowing costs.
Wow.
People can't afford as much of a home as they used to.
Yeah.
And businesses can't afford as much. Cars, all these things are going to be adversely affected. I think the cost of money is the number one thing, number one problem we have.
Yeah, and you know, when you talk about high interest rates, you know, California has such high prices for homes that when you look at that number, what you're going to be paying for a mortgage is almost $8,000 a month if you're buying a $600,000 or $700,000 house, because that's about the minimum price. Maybe not so much here in the village, but all over, it's very high.
Yeah, it's actually closer to $1 million here in South Orange County, outside the village.
Yeah. I was being optimistic.
Yeah, yeah. But those prices, we're going to see housing really come down next year. The sellers haven't figured out that they were in the catbird seat, and they're not anymore. And when they can't sell their house as quickly, we're going to start to see prices of housing decline here in the village and outside sometime next year. It's slowing the economy down, that cost of money.
But we will not see interest rates lower for quite some time, right?
I don't see that going down at least, you know, maybe late next year at best. But no, I certainly for the next 12 months, I think interest rates, they might level out.
Yeah.
And that, you know, that could create some opportunities as well in other areas.
You know, you talk about bonds and then being at the percentage that they are. Is that a good investment for people if they want to remove their money from the stock market?
Yes, Lisa, that's a great point, is that a lot of news programs, and I look at it, I want to see what they're saying out there. They're really late. They should have warned people, all these people talking about the bad economy and how things are going to be tough. Where were the news media in February telling us this, or March? Now they're telling us how bad they are and how bad the stock market's going to be. Well, it's already been bad, but there are alternatives. There are safe alternatives available today, and they exist in the bond market or in insured investments. I always say banks, bonds, and insurance companies are your safe investments. And we're seeing banks paying 3% plus for one-year CDs. You can do a one-year treasury bill and get 4.2%. And there are some insured investments that are now paying 5%, and they're guaranteed fully insured. So the best thing to do if you have too much money exposed in the stock market, or you've removed the risk and now you're just sitting in cash earning nothing, would be to kind of stagger, or what's called ladder the maturities. Go out maybe 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, and you could buy these safe investments and have your money guaranteed and fully insured. And there are safe alternatives today. And it's one of the things I'm going to talk about at the next financial forum. But people need to talk to somebody about, well, what should I be doing today with all this cash I'm sitting on? Or how do I get out of the market and safely get a positive return?
Well, many of our villagers have already retired, and they are possibly using their 401ks or KIOs or whatever the case might be. And so, if they've pulled it out and put it in cash, they have to do something with it.
Well, again, they should look for safe alternatives. And I get it, inflation's still around 8%, and I'm talking about a 4.2% investment, but sometimes return of capital is more important than return on capital, meaning going for those high returns isn't paying dividends right now. It's better to have protection and a plan to get some return on your money and make sure that all your money is safe. Because if you put it in the stock market and it's down 25%, you're still dealing with the same 8% inflation. So you're effectively down 33%.
Well, let's talk about the forum that you guys have come up. You mentioned a little bit about you're going to be discussing safe investments. This is going to be on October 25th. And it's from 3 to 5 p.m. in Clubhouse 5. And I know that you have lots of people who invest already and have had experience, some have not. So you kind of get together with everyone to sort of walk them through some of the do's and don'ts.
Correct. We pick a topic, and this time, where to safely invest your money. And we'll discuss how these things work, but it's a group discussion. That's what's called the forum. And I try to get people to interact, and then we go around the room and people have the opportunity to ask questions or make comments about what they're doing or what they're seeing or maybe what their advisors are saying. It's not a straight up lecture or seminar. It's really a group think on how things work and what's working and what people's experiences are. So for people who are novice investors, I mean, sometimes, a lot of times you have couples and one of them handles the money and one might handle other areas of the household. And if that person who'd handled the money passes, a lot of times the other person doesn't know what to do or where to go. So it's a great opportunity for them to come in and just learn and hear other people, like-minded individuals, discuss their finances in an open environment. So it's really great. I think people, we're getting a lot of good feedback.
Good, good. Well, that's excellent. And I know that you have that once a month, so we'll talk next month and we'll learn more, and hopefully the economy will be a little bit better.
We might get that Santa Claus rally is what they call it. November, December are generally better months. Let's hope that happens, and maybe it'll give some people a chance to, to really readjust their portfolio to something safer and more sound for their retirement strategy. You only get one chance at retirement. Better do it right.
That's right. You better do it right. All right. Well, thank you for the information.
Thanks, Lisa.
And if you want more information about Jerry and Pacific Financial Planners, you can always go to safeincometoday.com or call that number 949-219-0692. We'll be right back.
Do you want to learn more about money and investments? Do you wish there was a safe place to get all your financial questions answered? Well, now there is. The Financial Forum Club meets with a group of your peers in an educational setting that's informal and fun. We discuss and exchange ideas on today's topics and trends on markets and investments. The club meets the last Tuesday of every month at Clubhouse 5, Room 1 from 3 to 5 p.m. Come see what the Financial Forum is all about. Get all your financial questions answered by experts. You'll be glad you did.
Are you or someone you know facing financial challenges from unexpected emergency expenses? The foundation of Laguna Woods Village can provide the temporary help you need. Meals on Wheels, adult day services, dental services, medical alert services, and ambulance contracts. Contact the Village Social Services at 949-597-4267 to see if you qualify. Neighbors helping neighbors. The mission of the foundation of Laguna Woods Village.
Hi, remember us?
We're back,
Christine and Jack from the Jewelry Box.
which is now the Jewelry Box Estate Buyers.
Relocated in a new spot in our old shopping center.
But we're still Orange County's preeminent buyer of gold, jewelry, watches, and flatware.
And we're still a full jewelry repair center. And with our 3 graduate gemologists, we're still here to appraise your special pieces.
And like always, at the Jewelry Box Estate Buyers,
it's about trust.
Village Television presents Friday Films, only on Village Television. Fridays at 2 and 6 p.m. Foreign films, dramas, and comedies. Award-winning films, romance and mystery. Independent films. Every Friday, only on Village Television.
All right, let's take a look at our Friday film, of course, what we just mentioned in our commercial, Ex Machina. Now, this is a really cool, kind of unusual film. I think you're really gonna like it. It's at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles, and then on Saturday, we're going to be showing Thor, Love and Thunder, and that will be also at 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without subtitles. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. As I mentioned, it's going to be quite warm today. As you can see, our sky is already beautiful and blue, and it's going to be about 92 today, so make sure you have your air conditioning, or maybe you have your shade, whatever the case might be. But we drop tomorrow, 82-65, 77-65, 71-60, and then 72-59. Have a great day in the Village. We'll be back here again tomorrow, right here at 9 a.m. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
We promise to meet you with an open heart and curious mind. To never have the answers before we've heard your story. Because you are not everyone else, and healthcare is not one size fits all. Highest performing hospital, top ranked physicians, 50 convenient locations, right here in Orange County. You, empowered by Hoag.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. Remember me? I'm the king of whoopee. And you're watching Village Television. But everybody does.